Here's Vine crossing. Mrs. Seamson with the ball. There were Sydney FC players queuing up in the penalty area. Abini goes and retrieves and now shoots from distance, and it requires a good save. Jordan Bloomer tips it over the bar. Abini was given an acre of space, and that shot dipped late. Jordan Bloomer, who made some spectacular saves at Marconi as well. Sydney FC had dominated the first half without scoring, only to jag a goal late. Here's a corner routine for McLean, who's never scored in the A-League Women's, and is the width of the crossbar away from finding the back of the net. And we're not even 5 minutes in, and Sydney FC are peppering. A flat delivery, and even though Remy Seamson got up for the header, is this a penalty? That's a bit of a phantom call here from Rebecca Durkow. Well, confusion reigns. Wanderers are angry. Let's look at how it happened here. Your guess is absolutely as good as mine. It's, I guess, the first game in a new stadium. Maybe a bit of home cooking. Rubber the green. Here's the penalty then. It's Hawkesby. And it's 1-0 to Sydney FC. Clinically dispatched. And even though confusion reigns about exactly why Sydney FC went to the penalty spot, the result, here's a 1-0 lead. Hawkesby just boots for distance and tries to exploit the pace of Courtney Vine. This is the Courtney Vine we know. Jags in, defenders get goal side. What a finish! Courtney Vine, the Matildas star, with every bit of the quality we know that she's capable of. And even though the wait for her first goal of the season took until Game 5, it has arrived in style. And they will feel as though 2-0 is just rewards for the number of chances they've created. And now they are running downhill. Courtney Vine on the march. Here's Remy Seamson. Princess Abini's in the middle. Seamson looks up, goes her own way, and draws a very good save out of Bloomer. And they look like they're going to score every time they attack now, the Sky Blues. And now the Sydney FC defence is back in position. Caspers, Harrison, it's a neat pass. Gallagher on the left, good save Wyman. That was the chance for Western Sydney. And Sheridan Gallagher, a clever run there, very nearly leading to a goal back. They really need a goal to take into the sheds. It could totally transform both the mentality of the team and the state of the game. Sydney FC, if they were to score a third, it might be put down your glasses. Here's Kirsty Fenton into the area. Can she go all the way? Fenton hits the woodwork. And again, turned onto the right side at the last. And Kirsty Fenton, after running half the field, nearly so close to a third Sydney FC goal. I can tell you, in this second half, though, they've had 65% of the ball. A shallow back pass, almost a chance. Wanderers trying to get the door open. Was it a foul by Wyman? No. The referee waves it away for the challenge on Harrison. And Amy Harrison is down and sore. And that was nearly Wanderers' moment. Well, we had a phantom penalty at one end. We've had a big penalty shout here in the second half. That looks like feet first onto the shin to me. And now Malia Steinmetz for Wanderers. Price on the spin. Kush LaRue off the post. So close. And this young sub who has had to wait until round 5 to get into the action was the width of a post away from the perfect introduction.
Well, wouldn't that have been the introduction? The touch from Liv Price. Beautiful build-up play from the Wanderers, and Kush LaRue. She will be ruining that chance.
The last Sydney derby was decided by one late goal. This one has had Sydney FC with the upper hand for much of the game. And a third goal would make them feel a lot more secure if Lowe can finish. And did not get over the volley.
Well, Lowe, she's no stranger to strikes outside of the box, inside of the box for Sydney FC. She's certainly got the technique. She just hasn't quite been able to get her head, her chest over the top of this strike, but it's a good ball. Lofted in from Nat Tobin.
So, first corner of the game. They've had to wait until the 88th minute to take one. In it comes to the near post, and it's dealt with by Lennon. Christodoulou misses the ball. That could open the door for Courtney Vine to break away. There's only one defender back. Can Sydney manage it? It's a 3-on-1 if they're quick enough. Matos. Now Rachel Lowe to put a bow on it. Saved by Carvis. Huge one-on-one stop.
What a run from Courtney Vine. That ball through to Rachel Lowe was exquisite. The weight behind that, the timing of that, she had the numbers. An unfortunate miss there from Christodoulou, but Courtney Vine with such a great driving run. She's held this up really nicely, and just this delivery here was divine. All Rachel Lowe needs to do there is pick either side of Khamis, but once more, Khamis has stood up in a really promising way for the Wanderers.
And there's the full-time whistle. It is another derby success for Sydney FC. Made to earn it from an advantageous position at half-time, but they've closed it out with the professionalism that you might expect from one of the Premiership and Championship contenders. Courtney Vine off the mark in spectacular style after Mackenzie Hawkesby's opener means that the derby is sky blue once again. Sydney FC 2, Western Sydney Wanderers 0.